111 today.
See, we should be using those load lists like load boards.
Yeah.
And then using the brokers or the backhauls. So we need flatbeds.
Yeah, you got them two up there now.
Yep. I'm waiting for everybody to pull on. We need lots of flatbeds, man. I mean, because a lot of these guys that were welcome. Hey, what's up, guys? Welcome to Shaggy's Consulting and Training. Man, we're already working. We're like an hour behind. We wanted to come on and say hi this morning. We're waiting on Justin to pop in. We're already on e-carrier check. Man. We're sending out emails. We're looking for flatbeds and hot shots with 40 tilt trailers. What we're doing right now in Shaggy's is we're building lanes to offer people that don't want to do it themselves. We're taking customers' loads on RFPs and we're looking where the volume is and where it's at. Then we're finding brokers with the backhauls and we're putting the lanes together to get the gross rates we can do. And we're selling real products to people. It's crazy too, right? James, this is year-round freight.
Yeah.
And it's everywhere.
Monday through Friday, weekends home.
Definitely, right?
Yeah.
All over the place. And like even just on the loads around this customer freight, you look at the load boards and stuff. I mean, this stuff's still paying $3 a mile plus.
Yeah, plus. Ain't many you're going to get a fuel surcharge on today.
Yeah, you look at these loads, they're like what, 3, 4, 500 miles, 15, 1,800 bucks and stuff like that. Then you do a backhaul. Isn't that what people want? It's consistency.
Well, we'd hope anyway.
All right. So, anyways, hey guys, welcome to Shaggy's Consulting and Training. You got James, you got Shaggy, Justin's floating around here somewhere. We could have Frank or Charles or anybody pop up. Hope you guys had a really good 4th of July. And did you see all the fireworks everywhere, James?
I heard them going off. My dog was going crazy.
Was it? We drove like 30 minutes to go see fireworks for 25 minutes, and it was cool. It's like, never amazes me. It's like you see the same thing all the time, or different designs, different patterns, but it's still, some places do more than others. Guys, if you're joining Shaggy's show today, welcome. Coffee with James, coffee with Shaggy. Cheers. If you guys have any questions about brokering, dispatching, trucking, adding trucks, compliance, safety, getting equipment, insurance rates suck. It's always an open floor. Please type your comments in the chat while you're watching, and we'll be glad to answer some of those questions for you. Some of the stuff that we have going on over at Shaggy's Consulting Group right now is our compliance company. You got Allie and Kathy over there. They're doing some new audits. They're doing new entrants. They're doing bad audits right now, a lot of bad audits. They're setting drivers up in our driver portal, our monitoring portal. And it's really crazy because we're growing every day. We're picking up 4 to 10 more carriers. And we're just growing, and it's nice to see a business run. And we in September, well, our compliance company will almost be a year old, and our brokerage, isn't that crazy? Like actual businesses that aren't like training, like fictional, like where people just come. It's real, right? And then we got the brokerage going. We're moving loads. It's so cool to see 10, 15 loads moving a week, right?
Yeah, wait till we throw the other 100 behind that.
Yeah, the other 100. Yeah, we just quoted a bunch, like almost 600, and we're going to quote some more. And we got flatbeds. We got some heavy haul stuff we're quoting. We got More flatbed. We got some reefer stuff coming in. We're lining it. We actually have customers that are lined up that are waiting for us to age and their product to come in too, right?
Yep.
It's crazy.
It's happening.
It is. It's happening. It's like exciting, isn't it?
With these next 6 months, going to be really exciting.
It is. This is the turn. For us, it's a turn, right?
Yeah.
So what do you guys in the group? We got 6 people watching. What do you guys have going on? How was your 4th of July group, Facebook world? What'd you guys do? It's Wednesday. It's like the weekend's almost here again. Like it's the craziest thing. The week's all like half gone. You know what I mean?
Hey, we've been working.
Yeah, we were working all day yesterday. So, I didn't really have a topic this morning. I just wanted to come on and talk about how we need flatbeds. We need hot shots. We need hot shots with tilt trailers that want to do containers. You think about that too, right? Spend time with the kids. We'll talk about you got to take a break, with having the holiday in the middle of the week like that, man, it really messes up the whole week because everybody was shut down on Monday. It's like you got a 5-day week. You got to pick up loads on Friday or try to, because you always get caught on Monday. And then the brokers have to cover their quota, do what they do, and they leave you hanging. I used to hate that crap.
And who wants to leave out on a damn Wednesday?
It's funny too. It's funny too. When you're freight chasing like that too, it gets scary because you get stuck places away from home. I met 3 drivers yesterday that have fireworks. One was they come to our Taekwondo school, and the other 2, and they're drivers, and all of them never made it home because they got stuck because of weather on the road. That sucks.
I've seen a few in the groups that were stuck out there.
If you were building a local dedicated regional route where you're staying 150, 300 miles around your house to 500 and something like that, do you think you'd be stuck on the road?
Oh, hell no. Dead head home.
We've been training, posting, searching, and teaching searching with direction. What makes our dispatching a lot different than a lot of our dispatching and our brokerage a lot different than a lot of the other ones that are out there? Let's ask you a question.
Huh?
Let me spell it slower. I know you're old. Hey, James, what makes our brokerage better than and dispatching than a lot of the other guys out there? Do we build a network for them?
Yes.
Do we build lanes?
We build lanes.
Do we set it up like a spiral around their house and start working it so they can stay where they need to be?
Doing it every day.
And then we try to duplicate a product for them, right?
Exactly.
And then we can help them grow their business by adding owner operators and diversifying, right?
Exactly.
And the cool part is we have our compliance company and all that to help us do it too, right?
Yes.
So what's everybody doing this week? What are you guys that are watching the videos doing to change your plan? Like from freight chasing, or what wasn't working for the first 6 months? That's the question. What do you do to change? James, what do you do? When you're one of these guys like you were before you shut down your authority.
Start networking.
I mean, we're doing it.
Yeah. We branch out. We
I'm actually setting up. Look right there. I am doing, as we're doing the live show, I'm literally doing emails. Isn't that crazy? Watch, I'll show you that.
Hey, you're the only person I know can concentrate on 10 goddamn things at one time. And
hey, look, I'm even checking them. They're opening them up. I can see them open them. I can see them open them while I'm talking. Right here on eCarrier Check. Isn't that crazy? Shut up. I do spell check my emails. Try to. It still looks stupid. Hey, at least they know what they're getting into when they work. I just need them to open them.
hey, if they're opening them, that's a good thing.
That is good. You are
Yep.
right.
Then we'll go back. If they don't respond, we'll go back and call them. Say, hey, did you get that email?
Setting up my email networking. So what are you guys doing? There's 6 people on here. So the first 6 months, a lot of people hit the brick wall. A lot of people lost their authorities. A lot of people found out that there's a lot more work to trucking in this last year and a half than what there was in the first 2 years you started, if you're in the last 3 years. So now you're in a reality check and your credit cards are down and your money's not in the bank and it's scary as hell out there. What are you doing to change? What are people doing to keep the lights on?
They definitely got to change, that's for sure. Especially if they're chasing that load board.
Sitting there setting up my software so I can start posting. Grinding. Like what kind of grinding? Like grinding, I could grind my knees. I could grind a grinder. I could grind the wheels on my truck. What are we grinding? What we're grinding. How are you grinding? What are we doing in the grinding? No one's on this early. Are you guys building lanes? Some are changing and some aren't. Some will never change.
That's true.
That is very, very true. Miles of loads, etc. I know what we're doing. No one wants to care. So what can we do for you to help you change your product? What can I do? Can I help you find trucks? Can I help you grow your trucking company? Can I take time to show you how to network? Can we do it for you? What do you need? What do you personally need with your company that you're not doing right now? You know what I mean?
Do they want to build lanes? We'll help them build lanes.
I need you guys to tell me. I do these videos every morning. What problems are you having? Starting, fixing. I mean, I know everybody wants $1,000,000, but you know. Well, I get that part of people handing things to them, but the problem is what do you need handed to you? Like, you want freight handed to you? Well, what kind? I mean, I just I really don't have a lot to talk about this morning unless somebody gives me a product. Like, you want to talk about sales calls? Do you guys want to talk about scripts? Do you want to talk about how we're calling customers? How do we call customers, James?
Like a truck driver. I be
What is it?
myself. You know that.
Right, but how do you call them?
You mean how I call them? I go pick up the damn thing and call them.
What do you say when you call them? I mean, I know it's this big, bad, mean guy on the other side of the phone.
I talk to them just like normal. I ain't got no script. You know that.
Yeah. What happens when they ask for assets? What do you say?
That
Is that really a problem?
no, they don't
Is
even
that a
ask that
problem?
question.
Huh?
Most of them don't even ask that question.
Isn't that crazy?
Yeah.
It's either
Huh?
they have an opening. So you're trying to say it's either they have an opening, they need somebody right now, or you're doing following up.
Follow up sometimes. I mean, you know, it is what it is. I mean, they either need you right now or they'll some of them don't even need you. They use a you know broker and that's it. So it is what it is. I mean,
But
you either get it or
but
you
you
don't.
are a broker, so when they use a broker, do they need more brokers, or what are they telling you?
So, sometimes
what
I
the
mean,
broker they currently have is not doing a good enough job?
they'll give you a shot.
Do you have
I
to
mean,
ask for the shot, or you just send them a packet?
I don't send them a pack until I know they're interested.
So you interested means what?
If they're interested, they're going to want the packet.
So
They're going to want
interested
our.
means
They're going to want
they
our.
offer they tell you they'll set you up to offer you loads.
Yep. They'll ask me to send my information over, and they'll get us set up. Then I know they're interested.
And
Otherwise,
the rest,
I get the door shut in my face and move on to the next.
what are we working on this morning?
Flatbeds. Also working on the container loads. So
So what's up, John? So when we call customers, we research the shipper, we research the trailers, we find out what size carriers are using and what's going on, right?
exactly.
When we're posting with direction the other day, when we were posting with direction, right?
Yeah.
And those brokers were calling us, telling us that they got these new customers. What were we doing on the phone? Because when we go and we look up customers, like one way, right? And we go to e-carrier check, we kind of see where they're moving their freight, but we really know their problems.
No.
We don't know their problem. We got to get them to tell us.
Exactly.
That's the hard part, right?
Yeah.
But we have the trucks. We're working on getting more and more trucks, right?
Yeah.
So we have the trucks and we have the dispatching going on where we have the trucks doing the networking that other people aren't doing. And we run across these customers or we run across people that are trying to get their customers' freight covered that we don't normally work with and they tell us too much, right?
Yeah.
But we're already, but so if we already have customers that we're shipping to that area and we know there's problems and we're getting the carriers that don't have the backhauls and we're working those lanes and these opportunities pop up, can we make the second call?
Oh yeah. Grab
But,
them.
oh, we can. So we could call a customer up because we're getting customers on the phone and when they answer, say, hey, I noticed that you're currently having trouble with this loads. We already have this customer and literally tell the customer of your customer coming to this area and we'd like to get more freight going back since we already we're not like those other guys. We have the trucks there. We're actually delivering right down the street at Joe, Dick, Bob, whatever, right?
Exactly.
So you're telling me there's so many different ways to find these leads?
Yeah.
But if you don't pick up the phone and call, what good does it do?
It ain't gonna do you a damn bit of good. They pick up the phone and call a broker.
Yeah.
Well,
Hey,
why can't you pick
hey,
up
you
the phone
cheap
and call a
sons of
shipper?
bitch. I know you cheap sons of bitches. You know what I mean? It's funny too because the broker, when they call you and you build these lanes, the broker always starts off like almost 9 out of 10 times. Yeah, this is our customer. We just got a bid. It's a new customer. It's something we're working on, a new project coming up. It's going to be something, all this stuff. You're sitting there going, you have your own trucks? They're telling you everything. You have your
Yeah.
own trucks? No, I'm just a broker. No, I have both. Right. How often do they have them? Do they drop trailers? They drop trailers there.
Then we go
I
after
see
that.
carriers all the time on e-carrier check that drop trailers.
Yeah. Trailers are becoming more available now too.
Sometimes when you send the info over, they keep it on file. And I agree with that too. Like I want to I like credit checking the customers and then I like getting their email and sending them my packet before I call. Sometimes it just depends. Sometimes like people like sending it afterwards. I like being able to tell them all my stuff's in their email already. But I'm a firm believer in most of this stuff comes back down to just having relationships or like getting them to like you or knowing somebody that knows them or connections. It's takes a lot.
Oh,
Well, we've been on for like 20 minutes. It's going to be a short one today. Everybody's tired, hungover, trying to get started today. I just want to come on, drink some coffee with James, whoever else popped on, say hi.
We'll drink coffee all day. Ain't no different than being in the truck. Just different view. We just got a different office view. That's all.
Do what?
I said we just got a different office view. That's all.
Hey, having this go-to meeting setup that we use where we're all in the same place all the time is cool. It's like we're all in one office, but we're not. You know what I mean?
Exactly.
I love it. I just said it while we're sitting here. I've literally sent out like I don't even know how many emails. 125.
Yeah. Now tomorrow you can follow up and call them.
I'm gonna call them today.
Oh, okay. You ain't even give them time to open it.
I'm trying to proofread. What's up? So what's up, guys? What is your biggest problems you're having right now? Let's discuss it. Is your brokerage? Is it getting customers? Is it adding owner operators? Drivers suck. Compliance and safety sucks. Your insurance went through the roof because you don't understand it. What is your problems that we can help you with? Well, if you guys are tuning in, we need flatbeds. What's up? How are you
Flatbed.
guys doing this morning? We need lots of flatbeds, Midwest, South, Northeast. We need flatbeds, step decks. We need end dumps. We need end dumps. Prospect and selling. What would you like to know about? Huh? What would you like to know about prospecting?
What's up, boy?
What's up, Charles?
What's going on, Justo, Busto, Watry, Trusto?
Oh, we got two rooms open.
Bunch. You on that WMC list? Absolutely. All right.
That's the rest of the team working.
Kimley and Chum.
Huh?
Kimley and Chum.
Yeah. Freaking weirdos. That's our office, though. It's weird because I got both meetings running at the same time. So it's like they're working over here, we're talking over here.
Kimley and Chum. Oh.
So, do you guys have any questions for us? Like, welcome to the show. I mean, people are popping in. What's up, Charles Bundy? Lefty. Good morning. Drinking coffee. We don't really have a topic today because we're all hungover from the Independence Day and the Freedom Roar. That's the greatest thing, isn't it? The Independence Day where we got the freedom to make decisions to open our own trucking company, open our own business, be free to do what we want, tell the government to go fuck themselves if we want to. Isn't that what it's about? Independence? You have a choice to live off the government, be a Medicaid recipient, live on Medicare, fucking be do whatever. I know people on disability that don't work, and I know people on disability that do work. I mean, I get it. You have a choice to be whoever you are, right? You have a choice to work for brokers. You have a choice to work for brokers and customers. You have a choice to buy company trucks. You have a choice to use drivers. You have a choice to put on owner operators. I mean, the only thing that I haven't done yet, and I'm in the works, is open my own authority back up. I got Shaggy's Express sitting over there. I got Shaggy's Logistics, Shaggy's Consulting, Shaggy's Compliance, and Shaggy's Insurance. It's like, only thing I got left is to refire up Shaggy's Express. I'm like right here. Like
It's
that.
coming. It's coming.
I know. I'm like owner operators. You know what I mean? Owner operators. You teach people, you tell people, you share people, and the work is so hard for people to do it. Why do you keep charging people to teach them was something that's so hard that they don't want to do, or they don't understand the work involved? So why don't you just fucking open an authority and add the piece of the pie? Shaggy's dispatching, Shaggy's trucking, Shaggy's logistics, all under one roof.
get there.
Well, you preach and preach and preach, and people can only wear so many hats. When it comes down to it, isn't it about paying the bills, making money, feeding your family? You know, back in 17, this is what I did, minus the brokerage and the compliance company, but we still did the process for our own companies and our carriers. Melissa used to help them all the time pass audits when we were doing dispatching. We just didn't charge for it because I was that freebie kind of guy. Free don't get you nowhere, though. Maybe living in a tent in Oregon on the street where you shit on the street and shit. No, but I don't. Those guys, I think they do it on purpose. I mean, how do you mindset yourself to live in a tent with a family? I mean, is your job that important to sacrifice like that? That's like those business plans like that are the same thing that happens in trucking, isn't it?
Yeah.
I seen a sign today, a homeless guy, and he put it up there. He says, "I really only need $5 a day to live." And I'm like, $5? Yeah. How's $5 a day to live as a homeless person?
You
That's all
can't
he
even
needs.
afford a motel for that.
He don't pay for no food. Don't pay for anything. That's just what he needs for his extra stuff. Pack of cigarettes, whatever.
Pack of
Isn't that
cigarettes.
crazy?
That,
Like he sat there and gave me a list where he could go get everything. Gatorade, water. Yeah. I know another homeless guy I met the other day. He's the nicest dude in the world, but he does security for a storage shed place when the place is closed, so he gets to sleep in a storage shed at night when it's raining and stuff, and he shuts the door like he lives there, and the rest of the day he just makes enough money to feed himself, keep some extras. He's even got a cell phone and everything. This motherfucker bought a shovel to shovel the sidewalk off the freaking so he can walk on a clean path in winter.
wow.
Like, who the hell brings a shovel to panhandle? You're that smart, but you can't get a job. I mean, you think about people. Do you really want to work for something, or you just want it all given to you and easy? Some truck drivers don't have a home, they live in a truck. I get it. Some people do. Everybody's circumstances are different. So, what are people going to do? Because we're about 30 minutes in. What are you guys that are coming into the group doing right now that you didn't do in the first 6 months that you're going to do in the next 6 months to change your business? Are you going to let people do it for you? Or are you going to do it for yourself? Or are you going to change the people that you're working with now that aren't getting you in that direction and join a team that will get you in that direction? I'm responding to emails right now. They're coming in like crazy. I plan on blanketing in the whole Northeast today.
You'll know when that phone starts ringing.
Yeah, I got it. We're turning it up. Turn it up.
Turn up the volume.
How much networking do we do a day?
Yeah, a lot. But that's what it's about.
Yeah. And how much? And once we're just missing a link because we're just reactivating the dispatching. Why are we reactivating the dispatching? Because I keep getting my balls busted everywhere about me going against dispatching. James, do I still want people to dispatch themselves?
Well, yeah. But there's still people out there that don't want to do it.
They can't.
Some people ain't got that multitask. All they want to do is get in the truck, get a load, go down the road and deliver. Grab the next one and go.
But you still have to run a business though with your authority. Are you talking about owner operators or a guy with his authority? Because the guy with authority got a lot of responsibility, right?
Yeah.
So if your company isn't all I get it. We you do you think it's that like the communication? What do you see in communication when we call carriers?
They don't pick up their phone.
Do what? Speak up. You're super far away. What'd you say?
They don't pick up their phone.
What about the carriers we look on the load boards?
What about them?
Like, what did Williams say about the all the when we were posting our loads on the load board? Who was calling them?
Oh, the carriers.
Were they good or not?
No,
Well, they weren't good carriers.
their compliance score.
What?
Their compliance score.
What about what was it? Compliance score or was it what carrier 401 said about most of them?
Well, 411. Yeah.
So they were fraud.
Yeah.
So then,
He was getting more calls like that than anything.
so if all your calls that are coming in are fraud, then where do you find the carriers to actually pull the freight?
Start calling.
Yeah, because do you really want to put your freight on Facebook and get people from there?
Oh, hell no.
Like we put it on Facebook, but then we put it in our group and places, and we know who people are. And we're going to screen them, right?
Exactly.
But most people aren't educated like us. Why would they not want to put their freight on Facebook or different places like that?
Why would they not?
Why would you want to put it on there?
I have no idea because you ain't gonna find that many on Facebook.
No, it's dead.
Yeah.
And everybody's got their own agenda.
Exactly.
So we posted flatbed freight. This stuff's paying like $375, $425 a mile plus fuel surcharge, and you're pre-planned a week out at a time. A week out at a time, right?
Yep.
And it's guaranteed. They won't even put one of these hot shots on the accounts unless they have the work for them, right?
Yep.
And we need 5 of them, right? And there's projects everywhere, right?
Yeah.
And they got 80 more salespeople that are coming in. They're going to just blow it up in this next year, right?
That's just their 5 hot spots at this point.
Yeah. So a hot shot can go and work an area, stay close to that area, not have to deadhead all our place, no all that crap. Always know what they're doing. And what's crazy is everybody's like, well, when you haul those containers, it tears up your trailers and stuff. So when you haul a flatbed trailer that's $20,000, $18,000 and you're chasing freight, putting bullshit on your trailer, what the fuck's the difference? You know what I mean?
Exactly. Making less money, but still gonna have to.
I always put it on Facebook. Somebody, I don't know who all these users are. It says I always put it on Facebook. That's how I run my company. What are you talking about? Facebook is the place to find. I'm glad you got it going on, man, because I put stuff on Facebook and I'd rather fucking, like a lot of times when I do a lot on Facebook, but we've been posting direct stuff. We're posting lanes out there. We're not finding people from Facebook. We're finding people on e-carrier check by calling.
Yep. You may find a few off Facebook, but you ain't gonna find that many. And they're not even qualified.
And how many people are we really having trouble with credit when we find them on e-carrier check compared to getting it done compared to Facebook or the load boards? You get a guy on the load board, as far as they know, it's credit check, call, throw a rate out there, and if it's not approved, move on. There's no relationship building there. You know what I mean?
And it's one and done.
Hell, we should get a bonus. Hell, we should get a bonus just because we answer the phone and speak English and we can tell you about the load.
Ain't that the truth?
No shit, right? It's like, I may not type grammarly bad good, but I can speak. You know what I mean?
Hey, we're broken anyway.
That's the truth. We're all broken. That's why I'm top up, because if I go to the top down, my freaking shoe, my belly sticks out this far right here, my hip walks to the left, my feet don't work, and my toenails are falling off. You know what I mean?
Don't feel bad. I ain't got no teeth, so.
Yeah.
Call me Gummy.
You know, some of my favorite brokers, the first customers they got is because idiots put shit on Facebook. I wouldn't put my customer's name on the Facebook or the pricing or anything. Like, unless it's like this one we're working with where we know no one can backdoor us at all on this gig, then I don't care. You know what I mean?
Right.
I've seen people even put shit on TikTok trying to find carriers. It's a good try, but you're not going to find good carriers that way. Oh yeah, I didn't say you. I'm all for networking, right? Like I think you should put it on Facebook. I should certain things, right? Everywhere, right? But if you're in a market of finding dispatching clients right now and you're just doing the old fashioned text blast or you're doing certain stuff, if you're not picking up the phone and you can't really call as a dispatch service no more because shit, every carrier out there gets a dispatching service call them every minute.
Today I'd be afraid to get a load off Facebook just because of all the damn double brokering. You, you,
It's
you
not
don't
even
know.
that, it's the dispatching. You know what I mean? Like, do you ever check references? Do you check their history? Do you see how long they've been in business? I mean, you're literally giving them your MC authority insurance and saying, here, don't fuck me, which half the people that you're working with aren't those the same guys that call you on the telemarketing scams? It wouldn't even surprise me if in the same call center they're doing one room, they're doing the telemarketing outsource, in the other room they're a virtual assistant, in this room they're like, "What's all this matter as long as they give you the freight?" That's a very good point. If they give you the loads and they're keeping you moving, you're making money. By all means, don't change. If it works, I don't care personally myself whether you're outside the United States, inside the United States, Puerto Rico, whatever your business plan is. But if you're not making that $7,000-8,000 a week and you're being promised all this high dollar money to sacrifice your life on the road and you're never home and you're not home on weekends and you can't build a product because it's all based off freight chases of somebody that half your drivers can't understand, how does that work?
Here's my problem with that. If you can come over here and dispatch freight over here, why can't you not do it in your own damn country?
Because they don't have it in their own country.
Everybody's got trucks to move.
Yeah, but when you get outside the United States, it changes the way logistics work. It's more one-sided. Like when you go to Australia, different countries, it's different.
Okay, but if something ends up happening, Shaggy, they're in a different country. Guess what? I ain't got nothing to back me up.
I get
They're in
it
a
for
different
you.
country with different set of laws.
I
There ain't a
understand.
damn. You have no repercussion.
No, if you right, and so
So
just like whenever I was dispatching before 17, it's been 4 years since I was running the dispatching, right? So we've had it here with Dawn, but now she's been running it for the last year and doing a great job. But there was 3 lawsuits we were in, and 2 of them were with OIDA, and one was with a death. It was a long story. And where a guy was in an accident and the lawyers are trying to sue everybody
yep,
involved, and they
yep.
will. You just don't know it. And a lot of people, it's luck of the draw. You know what I mean? But when you're in this country and you're working, here's a couple things. Like when I dispatched all those trucks, not one guy ever wrote off what I dispatched with a 1099. You don't save on taxes. You can't prosecute them. You can't go after them for any fraud. Can't do anything. It's just a free for all, and you're allowing your company to be caught up like that. And when I see those style dispatching and see those style free for alls, 90% of the time when we're on e-carrier check looking up the carriers, what do their companies look like? When we call these carriers to pull our loads lately, right? We're calling them, right?
Yep.
Right here on this software. Right there. How many of them do we actually call? And they're like, well, we don't book the loads. You're going to have to talk to my dispatcher. And then you talk to the dispatcher, and that dude can't communicate either. And then all they want is the highest rate because they always go to the highest rate paying next. So all you did was go to him, and he tries to jack you for a rate because there's no relationship, right?
Right.
And what do their safety scores look like?
Sure. Crap.
Crap.
Yeah.
Why?
I see a lot of them on there like that because all they're worried about is chasing them down.
And you see when you look at the map on there, when you open it up right here. Let me send this email out real quick.
Yeah, it shows their maintenance, everything.
When you go to look right here on e-carrier check, it showed you right here, right?
Yep.
When you're on here, you click this little box right here, and it shows you where they're running, right? Crashes. Look, safety score 75%. Like you just go one to the next, and it shows you the crashes. So it'll show you where they're running. This guy right here, we know he stays right in this area.
They even show you their citations, all that.
Uh, so you kind of see, do you want this guy right here, vehicle violations, glazing permits, no inspections, physical. This guy ain't fixing nothing. Operating vehicle, permits. This guy doesn't care.
No,
He's got the same ticket multiple times over and over and over. He's not doing any inspections. He's not doing any permits. You want that guy on your freight?
he's just paying the fines and keep on rolling.
He's got 5 trucks, 8 trailers, and his safety score is 75. We're going to call this guy and sell him compliance and everything. Unless he don't care.
Yeah.
All right, so we've been on here for 41 minutes talking about absolutely nothing but everything. And if people need help, or they need freight, or they need dispatching, or they need insurance, they need compliance, safety, they need consulting, they need equipment financing, you need help with insurance or insurance renewal, you need help understanding why it's so freaking high. I mean, whatever we can help you with, this is the day. Saturday was the 6-month mark. You guys know that? So, what was the last 6 months you're going to do? What are you going to do this next 6 months? Because I know I have to make changes. What are you going to do? I know me and James are going to get off here and go to work.
Hell yeah.
We have work to do. We got calls, emails, people to talk to.
Can't
What
make
are you
money
guys
till
going
you
to do?
talk to these people.
What are you guys going to do? Keep doing the same fucking thing? That keep rolling that wheel? Or are you going to start doing something different? And if you guys need help, we have in-person training right here in my office. You can do it virtually right here on our go-to meeting and see everything going on. Or you can just give us a call. My number is always right here on the screen, right, James?
Always.
And we're always available. You don't have to. We're never not going to answer the phone. Try it out and see.
Well, unless you're a bear in the woods.
Unless I'm in the woods on the weekend, then I probably won't answer the phone. Hey, you got to shut it down sometime, right? There's like no debt, no taxes, and no business that you can't shut your elements down and just get away.
You got to. You want your insanity.
Yeah. That's why I just don't understand why people constantly want to use dispatching services where they're always going where it pays and never going nowhere. You get to where it pays, you sit. You get to where it pays, it sits. I mean, if you're not doing $30,000 a month.
And then you're sitting there on the damn load board looking for a damn load for 2 hours.
Yeah, fuck longer than that. They're not even sitting on a load board. They're sitting in a truck stop waiting for Dickweed to call them and tell them all the stories why he can't find loads and what they may be going to do next or where they should deadhead.
Yeah.
How is that a product?
Build your damn lanes and stay in your lane.
If I called you up and said, my name is Shaggy, I have a dry van flatbed, power only. Well, let's say dry van flatbed right now. What would you do? What would be the first steps?
Find out where he's at and what lanes he likes to run.
What lane? Well, like, what do you mean?
Lanes
or a 300-mile radius where he likes to go? Does he want to stay in this? Yep. Then what do? You tell him what lanes you're going to build?
Yeah.
Because some guys like local.
Some do.
Some guys want to run out and back. Some guys like running a region.
Exactly.
Do you think more guys want consistency or freight chasing?
Consistency.
Then why do they keep allowing people to let them freight chase for money that's not real?
I have no clue.
Aren't these? We're going to change the show instead of coffee with Shaggy in the morning. The mystery to the questions. You know what I mean? Like, what is the mystery behind it? Why do we keep doing it? What is the obsession of revolving around the same thing over and over with no change? Why do we have to be people that want to live out there? We don't have to be like the billionaires, like on YouTube and TikTok and all these big training places. But why don't we get out of the? Because you either. Why can't we build something where we want more than Golden Corral? Why do we settle for Golden Corral when we can have Ruth Chris? We don't have to have Chef Ramsay, but we would like a little Ruth Chris. You know what I mean? It's like I could go to the lake and play on the beach, where it's free over there, or we could go to Florida 3 or 4 times a year. We don't exactly have to have a condo, but just go stay there and enjoy it. Why do we always want to be that one person that takes a vacation once a year, 1 week, like we have a job? Why don't we want to have a business that revolves where we can do more? It's just
Lifestyle.
questions I have, James.
Lifestyle. So accustomed to it.
Yeah. And then when you die, you think about what you didn't do, what you did do, what you left behind, and stories, how people remember you, what will they remember you for? Like,
Set
who
me
was
up
James?
beside the jukebox.
What was James? Who was James? What did James do?
I'm known to
What
be a
are you,
smart ass.
what are we going to do in the next 6 months to change what didn't work in the last 6 months? That's my question for the day.
Well, we're going to build up that $300,000 mark by the end of the year. Come on.
Oh, we're going
We got a
past.
plan.
We do have
Well,
a plan.
hey, you got to look at small. You can't look at big. If you get big, okay, that's good too. Look at the small number.
That is, it wasn't. Well, I didn't. 300,000 is good. I want 300 clients for the compliance company. I want to move 1,000 loads in the next 6 months. Those are small goals.
Yeah. In this business, that's small.
And I want to have, and I need to have to move $12 million worth of freight. I would like to have 20 dispatch trucks, pretty much, to move it,
Yeah.
or owner operators. See, because if I build those up in those lanes that live in that area and I find the right guys and I put them on revolving doors, it moves. It's automated. You know what I
Yeah.
mean?
Automated. We don't have to do too much work.
Mm-hmm. And that's really
There.
what the guys want. Everybody wants to do the same thing. We all want to be like those union guys to get paid the same but not be a union guy, right? We all want benefits. Everybody wants health insurance. Everybody wants to provide. I mean, you really, when you go home, you really like, it's like that old joke. You go home and it's like, hey, babe, we're going to Golden Corral. I've been gone for a month. That's what I can afford.
Yeah. I used to come home to afford McDonald's.
I get it. But why is that fun?
Uh,
So back to the thing. We're still talking about the brick wall. What are you going to do in the last 6 months? That wall's getting nothing but thicker.
it's going to keep standing there.
Till you get that chisel out and start punching a hole through that motherfucker, right?
Yeah.
All right, so we're gonna get off here. It's 49 minutes. We're over. We're not gonna stay on here forever. We should have did 30 because people's attention spans don't go over that far, and they're all hungover from 4th of July, so they'll have to watch it later.
I know mine don't.
Huh?
I'm only 10 minutes.
Later, guys. If you guys need help, give us a call.